Hey guys, with this episode we're kicking off Pride Month a little early by having a favorite couple friend of ours come in and talk about some of the issues they had with their identity and coming out to their parents as gay. We also have a heated debate on either eating the entree first or the sides first. Hashtag sides first always. And we find out that Republicans are gay also? Enjoy.
Whole lot of debauchery going around. God damn it, I already fucked it up. Do I just stop it?
No!
Mine
You
now.
said it right on accident.
Yeah.
You were supposed to fuck it up.
I know. This is why no one likes you.
Welcome to the Den of Debauchery.
There it is.
There's a secret ancient language between lesbians.
You know, the
The
book,
ancient Incas.
we have something kind of like a Bible, but you know, like the Jewish Bible where they have a different language and shit. And
Oh,
they send it in your
I have a name.
package.
I have a name for it.
okay.
The Dictionary.
Yeah, so when they send you the dictionary,
So-
you get it in your welcoming package into our
So,
community.
Nicole, when you...
So wait, how do they know? How do they know that
Is
you're
there
gay?
a
How do they know
form?
to send it?
Is there a form?
We have something kind of like a Batman signal that you kind of shine in the air.
It's called a pride flag.
You have to lick a vagina in order to get access to it.
I
Well,
didn't
then
get
I-
But
one.
you
Yeah,
also,
we
no, no, no,
need
no.
one.
I
you
didn't
have
get
to,
one.
You have to have a vagina and then lick a vagina to get it.
Yes, you have to have a vagina, lick a vagina.
So
and you also have to
so
wear
all
cutoff
women
as
have
a
like
toy.
GPS trackers. So there are like GPS trackers in it implanted like
Yeah.
right in birth. So as soon as it's licked, they're like, "That's a female tongue." Check that number. Check the number. All right, send her the welcoming
I
gift.
saw this thing one time. That was
Send her the
like,
dictionary.
It was like, when did you turn gay? Like, well, I sneezed and no one said God bless you, so the Satan just flew right into my nose and made me the sassy bitch that I am today.
Sassy bitch.
Oh my god, I love it.
Hey, are we louder than normal?
No, we're fine. We're also recording.
I know. But we
Turned
can
on.
always take this shit off.
No, we're perfect. It's adjusted now that it's running through that thing.
Okay.
Later.
We'll see if we can save that
I'll
first
tell you
part. We
later.
probably can't.
Right.
Okay.
So,
You kicked me under the
Sorry,
table.
didn't mean to.
How dare you? I'm offended. I have long legs, all right? Respect my space.
well, let's get
You're
this
my
kind of
space.
out of the way, in my opinion. Nicole, correct me if I'm like not using the right terminology, but you're what most would consider a gay, right? Is that the right
A
terminology?
gay?
A gay.
No.
Well,
a gay.
maybe not completely.
She's a open.
She's open. What are you talking about?
She's open-minded. She's not necessarily gay, not necessarily straight.
Some people would call it bi, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh, so you consider yourself bi?
Not really.
Label yourself right now. We need to put a label.
Put
on it.
yourself in a box
Okay.
immediately,
I'm about
or
to-
I can
I'm
no
opening-
longer
I'm
continue
opening
this
the
conversation.
Lid and I'm putting one foot into the box, probably called pansexual, but I kind of feel douchey for saying that.
Yeah, but what does pansexual mean?
Like,
At
you-
least in your.
Means it includes everything: men, women, children,
No,
dogs,
no,
like
no,
everything.
No.
Oh no, not.
No, that's
So then
not
you're
what
not
happened.
really pansexual because there are limits.
Okay, well,
I'm
here's the
fucking
thing.
with you.
Here's the thing. Well, you asked me to define it.
Yeah,
so
go ahead.
Don't
Yep.
take my mic. I
About to cut your mic off.
think.
I have that power.
Shh. I can't think now. It's about the person, not about the gender, I guess.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I
It's more
feel like-
personality.
yeah, but
Okay.
I feel like that makes me sound like a douchebag because I'm like, oh, I just like the person. Like, I don't know. I just feel like
Look.
You can find a woman hot and you can find a man hot,
right,
and you
right.
can be drawn to their personality and then find them attractive because of their personality.
Yeah, but
Right.
I've there's not Yale, but there's guys in my life that I like their personality, but I don't want to suck their dick. So
Sure.
I
Yeah,
mean,
You're-
no,
I'm
I
definitely
think-
not pansexual. Whatever
No.
the hell that still means.
I told
But-
you. See?
What
so
was that
the-
voice you just did?
It was my generic gay voice.
Oh.
Very offensive to most.
Oh, I thought you were going for a Swedish accent. I was way off.
Anyway, so
Sorry.
when did you come out? Like, how long is this relationship? How long is this relationship now that you're currently in?
Probably a year. 1 year.
Okay.
So.
And you have broken every record I set with my relationships. Congratulations.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, gay people have better relationships than you.
I heard you laughing over there in the corner. Kiss my ass.
So did you come out?
I heard what
like,
you said.
How long were you dating before you decided to come out to whoever? Who was the first person? How long?
So we were, we decided that we were more than friends first. And so then we were just screwing around for a while.
Right.
And then we started officially dating in August.
Okay,
Yeah.
Of August of last year, obviously. So when did you decide to tell people?
My good friend Brooke was the first one to know. I was like, hey Brooke, I think that I'm gonna fuck a girl.
Your reaction to your own words coming out of your mouth is the funniest thing. I think I'm gonna fuck a girl.
So
nobody expected that.
Yale and I have have had similar
Sex?
conversations. Like, Yale, I think I'm gonna fuck a girl.
Except that it's more just surprise. It's like, oh my god, I think she's gonna let me have sex with her. Really? Why? I don't know.
No idea. But we're gonna do it before she changes her mind.
I'm actually more interested in the moment that you start to realize that you might be interested in women. Is that a slow progression? Is that a confusing shockwave? Like, what happens?
Here's the thing. I thought that it was normal to fantasize about having sex with women. Like, that it was like
it certainly is for me.
Because you're a woman, or because would you say it's normal for guys to do the same, or just because you're a woman you think it's okay?
Because I'm a woman. I mean, obviously, if a guy is straight,
yep.
But I would think about oh, that would be kind of fun. And I would ask my other straight friends, have you ever thought about that? And they're like, no. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know that wasn't a normal thing. I thought it was a fairly normal thing. So at least wonder or question.
Right, because girls make out with each other quite often.
Mostly
and
for
it's
guys.
Literally
Mostly
nothing.
in the presence of other guys.
Yeah, to try to be cool.
So how old are you when you're starting to think of oh, this would be amazing to do this with a woman or that with a woman? How old are you?
I mean, probably a teenager.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I wasn't attracted. I didn't have any friends who I wanted to sleep with or it wasn't
yeah, you were friends with a bunch of uggos. That's true.
Oh yeah.
So do you think that because
none of my friends are hoes, by the way. Just making that statement.
Wait, what?
He said uggos.
I said uggos. See, again, you can't hear shit. Oh my god.
We need. So her girlfriend Jenna is going to sit here and translate all the things that she misinterprets and mishears.
Yeah, just gonna whisper in her ear. By the way, he said Legos, not Egos. No, nobody is in pain when they step on an Eggo. They just pick it up and eat it. Jesus.
You guys have known me for a while. You already know this. This has been happening for years.
Yep, we're just putting it on record now.
All right, so what's the moment when you realize that it's more than just fantasy? You want to act it out. Is it weird for you? Is it confusing?
No, I met Jenna. That's what happened.
Okay.
So I never have wanted to actively I was never romantically attracted to a woman before.
Yep.
So then when I met Jenna, I was like, she's going to be my BFF. That's what I thought at first. And
Jenna's like, I'm only into fucking.
Now,
no.
Hold on. Now, Jenna, when you met Nicole, were you thinking I'm gonna get up in them drawers?
Oh, actually,
no.
Jenna,
I'm gonna get all up
first.
in that.
You knew it way first. We've talked about it because
so the first night that I actually met Nicole, she had a boyfriend, and we kind of all went out to eat with a mutual friend. And I didn't pay much attention to her because I could tell that her boyfriend was kind of sizing me up, he wanted to hit me or something. I don't know. He was.
Wait, who's the boyfriend?
God.
Okay, okay.
Sorry. Can we just cut that part out?
Yep, we will.
My bad.
Absolutely.
I just feel
So I didn't mean name. I just wanted to know. Okay, so I've never met that person.
So
No more interest in who that is.
The first time that I met Nicole, I didn't pay much mind to her. I was just like, oh, she's
why would he
cute.
say sizing you up? He hung out with me
He's just
and
a
nothing.
little.
Well, then
No,
again, we hung out
nobody
with
is intimidated or threatened by you. That's
do you,
why.
Do you understand how attractive I am? Not my body, but that's about it.
Papa Stock.
That sentence. We'll play it back later.
Keep it in.
You should cut
It
out
was
that part that
the
I said
reaction
though.
was silence and a little laughter.
I heard Papa Stock. Someone's called me daddy.
All right. So moral of the story is, first time I met Nicole, I didn't think much of her, but like the second time we ever hung out, we actually got to sit down and have a conversation. I was like, this might be the coolest person I've ever met.
Was this a intoxicated conversation?
Not at first, but I mean, yeah, eventually, like, we got drunk. I had just finished my paramedic school,
Okay.
and none of my friends wanted to go out with me and celebrate. So Kiana, our mutual friend, wanted to go out.
Yeah. Okay. So
And she just
she was
invited
like a
Nicole.
ninja weapon.
I thought this was at your house.
Kiana, right?
No. Well,
Ninja
so we go out and we go out to this bar in Lima, and they were playing country music, and I was like, wow, fucking shoot me, I don't want to be here.
Right.
And Nicole was dancing to it, and I'm like, oh god.
Yeah,
she's one
because
of
you
those
have
people.
ears and taste, and
Yep.
naturally that would be
Likes
your
country
reaction.
music, and then she's like dancing, and she looks over at me, and she's like, we need to get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, she's only said the F word about 2 things. Apparently getting out of that bar that night and holiday pies at McDonald's.
I
Pumpkin pies, I'm sorry.
fucking love pumpkin pie. Fuck yeah.
That's what pumpkin pie.
Okay.
But so I was like, man, she's pretty cool. And then we ended up hanging out at my house that night. Like, everyone kind of drove home from the bar to my house.
Right.
And we were in the car together for some reason. And she was like, do you like reggae? And it was like the whole like, like beams coming down from heaven upon Nicole. I was like, holy shit, I just found another human being that likes reggae. That's
Right.
not
Yeah.
me.
Few and far
That's
between.
awesome.
So I was like,
I would like to retract
That's
my
hot.
previous statement about having ears and taste, but go on.
so I was like, man, that's pretty cool. So we like hung out at my house and like listened to reggae records, and I was like, she is fucking perfect.
Did you say records?
Yeah.
Can you be any more retro? Just stop.
Just stop.
I'm a lesbian hipster.
You clearly.
It came in the package in the mail.
Clearly.
That's
like
I
along with the dictionary.
I
Along
love
with the
hanging out with
dictionary.
lesbians. Not a fan of hipsters. So that's like you're on the fence for me. Like I want to like you, but you're making it hard.
I don't think, I just like everything before it's cool.
Oh. Oh. That makes me so angry.
Do you want to hit me now?
What craft beer are you drinking over there?
Why did the hipster burn his tongue?
Hmm.
Because he drank his coffee before it was cool.
Here's the thing. I
So
love
horrible.
cheesy jokes,
Yeah.
and I also love dirty jokes. So I have like this weird sense of humor that swings from like the darkest you can imagine back to like cheesy dad
Yeah, you
jokes.
swing quite a bit. All right.
I fucking love that joke.
So back to Nicole.
Oh,
So Nicole,
yes.
let's talk about coming out because from what I'm to understand, it wasn't easy for you, or at least you got some pushback on it.
Yes. I will say though, like a lot of people have like a much harder time, like especially when they're younger.
Right, but
I
I
feel
know
like
what you're doing
It was
is
cushioned.
yeah, but I know what you're doing what you're doing is you're kind of downplaying the struggle of it because it was a struggle for you to be
Right,
honest.
right. I just want to say out
Yeah,
loud, like, a lot
it's
of people
true.
have, like,
Some
worse-
people get completely
Yes.
disowned.
So,
Some
right.
people get the shit kicked out of them
Right.
because they get identified as that. However,
So
you
what I'm
are
saying
still
is-
hoping,
Yeah.
like somewhere deep down in you, that you'll be like, I love you just the same. It doesn't matter. I fully support you because that's the way it
Because
should
it's
be.
2019, that's why.
Yeah.
So most people were great. There were like
Right.
my coworker was the first person I told.
Okay.
She's
I
super
actually
great.
liked
She's
you
my best
more.
friend.
I don't know if I.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I always thought it was weird. I always looked at you as like a little sister, and other people, like having sex with your little sister and violating them. You're like, no, and it's like, oh wait, she's gay. Oh, that's such a relief.
Okay, we
I don't have to
talk
worry
about
about you
that.
getting-
That's kind of messed up, you know.
Yeah.
No, I don't have to worry about you getting pregnant.
Oh
None
my
of that.
God.
If I did get pregnant, then that would
It would be
that
a
would
gift from
okay.
God. Anyway, so you came out to.
Okay,
Let's go with the resistance. Who gave you some resistance?
Okay, so my mother,
Okay.
My mother did. I came out. My first family member that I came out to was my little brother.
Okay, and I'm guessing he was cool because
He's always cool.
Trent's awesome.
He's the best
if you
person
want me
ever.
to take the name out, I will.
That's okay.
But Trent is great.
Somebody could easily piece this together now. It's like,
Right.
oh, this name, connect this game. Oh, they were in this town. I know exactly who the fuck that is.
Right. I said, she said her little brother. Anyone can figure that out.
Whoops.
So, and he was fine with it. He didn't. Did he have any questions?
He
or-
was like, really?
He was shocked by it.
He was surprised. He
Okay.
wasn't like, he wasn't
Right.
shocked, but
Yeah.
he was like, okay. Like he wasn't. Super,
Oh yeah,
like,
right. Okay.
He wasn't super astounded. but
Again,
he was
and
like,
let me
really?
try to clear up what I was saying earlier. As a brother, he feels like it's his job to protect you, even though he's younger. That's just the way that you feel.
I
Now,
don't
you're
think
gonna
he
do this
sees me that
all-
way. I think he sees like I protect him. I'm like all up in his business about things because I want. Sorry, was I supposed to burp into the mic?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely, burp into the mic. That's high quality content right there.
So I feel like our dynamic is like I'm the big sister and he is the little brother still. So I always talk to him about adult things to make sure that he's also being safe.
Well, I tried to a long time ago, but you
Yeah.
wouldn't let that happen. But we'll
Trent was
we'll go right
12 and you wanted to talk to him about Roadhead.
What?
12. You were there, asshole.
past it. Yeah, you
also
were totally on my
participating.
side for saying it because you knew we weren't going to actually say it, but we were.
I
giving it
have
a
the
real hard
worst
time.
fucking memory.
Well, you're stupid. So that.
That has nothing to do with memory, you prick.
Oh, okay. So what did your mom say
so-
when you, or what did you say? How did someone come out? What did you say to actually do this?
I said, okay, so I had
You
to
say,
get her by
Mom,
herself.
if I was a dinosaur, I would be a lickalotopus.
I
I just want you to know that.
Uh,
Mom, my favorite book is the dictionary.
that would have been good. That would have been really good. Okay, so I decided this was probably a bad choice, but I decided that we should be by ourselves. So,
Why was that a bad choice? You would think.
well, I was trapped in the car with her.
Oh.
I wish I would have had the opportunity to walk away because I wasn't prepared for what she was gonna say. So,
Okay, so what were you
Oh.
going in? What are you thinking? Are you thinking she's going to be supportive? She
oh
might.
no,
Okay, so you knew that there was
I
going to be a little
started
pushback.
to like hyperventilate while I was like trying to like figure out what to say.
And I'm sorry, but that shouldn't happen, especially nowadays. This shouldn't happen.
Right.
But continue. Go ahead.
Right. So I'm like driving. We're going to go to flea market or something.
Whatever.
Like out in the middle of the
Yep.
country. So we're in the middle of the country, and I was like, "Hey, I have to tell you something." And she just like looked at me, and she had this look like, "I feel like I know what you're gonna say," but she was like, "Go on." So I was like. Like I
Stumbling.
just like didn't know what to say, so I was like, I'm dating a girl, and then I remember smiling because I was so uncomfortable because I didn't know how else to say it other than just to say it. So I was like, I'm dating a girl, and she said, she just shook her head, and she had like a really like disappointed look on her face, and then she said, and I think I know who it is too, like as if it was gonna be a big secret, like.
Who's this bitch that deflowered my lady?
So I mean,
My dog.
girl virginity. So then it was quiet. It was a couple seconds of silence, and I was like, "Oh, it's going to be a volcano. Like, there's going to be a volcano of disappointment erupting in my new car. I'm gonna have to clean that up." So she said,
Volcano of disappointment, name of your sex tape.
Yeah, that's also in the
who's sexy?
dictionary. They reference it.
Mm-hmm.
So she proceeds to tell me that the reason why I'm dating a woman is because I'm a liberal social worker. And,
Okay, so
right?
I was about to ask you if being a social worker is why you turned gay.
It's not. Just for the record, just so we can have this being recorded.
I have to
Just so
have
this
an
is
open
recorded.
mind, so I gotta try all the experiences.
The only reason that you're gay is because you voted for Hillary.
Right, that was her perception. But if
Yeah.
I worked on computers, I would probably still be into this bitch.
Barefoot and pregnant.
That's That was her. That's her dream for me. by the way.
That's our dream for all women.
I knew you were going to say that. How did I know? So that was her dream. Her dream is the picket fence.
Right. Well,
Babies,
I mean,
the whole thing.
technically, she kind of has that. I mean, she has it now. She's got a nice house. She's got two wonderful kids. She's got a husband that loves her. So she does have it. So she thinks that's how it's supposed to be.
Right.
That's not how it is now.
Correct.
And it's not how it was back in the day either. But people just didn't say it.
Mainly because houses are so goddamn expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Even a picket fence. You know what a picket fence costs?
Things are
Way more than you'd expect.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
so
True that. Which is why I'm boycotting those damn picket fences. I'm thrifty. So
Down with picket fences. Chicken wire.
it's trendy
It's
now.
the choice of a new generation.
Yeah, it's on HGTV. It's trendy now. So, okay, so you got pushed back. She said you're a damn liberal,
yes,
which is horrible. I can't believe you'd be ever liberal.
ever, yeah.
Emphasis on the horror.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
And, okay, so you kind of, like, this was on the way to or on the way from
This
or wherever
is
you went?
on the way to. Yeah, on the way to.
Okay, so she wasn't feeling very festive when she got there.
No. So we
Yeah.
got there and we were supposed to do like, I don't know, shop around this barn. And I just sort of stayed outside. Like, I was just upset. I was just crying. Like, I was just walking around. So
Okay.
I didn't really know what to do. I was like walking around like, I'm not shopping.
Were you texting the person responsible for all of your pain and suffering at the time, your girlfriend now?
No, I didn't want to involve her yet because I didn't want her feelings. I was like, I needed to process before I like told her what happened.
Right. Okay, so how are things now? Is it still kind of we don't talk about it and we act like it's not real?
No, I talk about it as much as I can
Okay.
because, like, anybody should be able to talk about their significant other.
Exposure therapy.
Yes, I'm so look, Yale.
Fucking
Get a brownie.
fire hose of gayness right in your mom's face. Just
You're gonna
eventually you're gonna get used to this shit.
you're going to drown her in a fucking rainbow of love.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's working because I think she's wiggling her way into acceptance.
Okay, so going in with her wiggling her way into acceptance. Fast forward to when you came over to my place for the first time after being with Jenna, your significant other, and you kind of you're like, it was almost like you were just waiting for the right moment, and the right moment didn't seem to come up, and you just go, okay, so let's just get this out of the way. I'm dating a girl.
Yes.
And my reaction was, okay.
Yeah.
That was my only
It
reaction,
was.
and I didn't give a shit at all.
But were you surprised?
I wasn't surprised
Why?
at all.
I'm still learning. People are like, "Oh, I'm
I
not
was.
surprised," and I'm like,
When I found
I
out
was
about it, I
surprised.
definitely was.
So
But like I said, like I wish I could make this make sense. Like I'm always relieved just because I think part of the reason is I always get along with lesbians better than any other group of people on the planet.
You're very
Why?
feminine.
Just like shut up. No, just because like it's a woman that you can hang out with, but there's no confusion on where it could end up.
okay.
I-
Can like
What?
I feel like that's so fucked up, Yale. Like, why does
Really?
a girl have to be someone that you could potentially have sex with, and then if you can't have sex with them, oh, now we can be bros.
Yeah, bro.
No, it's not. You were that way immediately because we brought you in like a little sister. That's just the way I saw you. Maybe it's because you were a little bit younger.
She
But-
also had a boyfriend at the time too, so you're like, okay, she's gonna be faithful. I don't have to worry about it.
It's this extra element of being able to talk about girls the same way. Also,
You guys are both
Where
fighting
it's
for
just
the
like-
same chick.
two of my closest friends were a married couple, two women, and we would always go out, always hang out, and some of my worst mistakes and most embarrassing stories with these two people in El Paso, but we would always go out, and it was just, I don't know, it was just naturally a closer bond immediately. I don't really know how to explain it. I'm not trying to, I don't know why, I feel defensive.
I didn't mean to kick you.
I'm trying to say that I love them, and somehow I'm putting on the defense.
I think I know what you're trying to say. You can
What am I
almost
trying
kind
to
of like relate to them
Yes, there we go. Thank you.
because you guys obviously have something in common, and if there's no
Yes,
potential,
we're both lick-a-lot-of-pusses.
Dinosaurus.
and if there's no potential that you're gonna have to try to sleep with them, then it kind of takes some of the pressure away.
It
Yeah.
is. You don't have to worry about, is this the right thing to say? You know,
Because even if there's this natural dynamic, which even if you're not interested in them and they're not interested in you, there's
Right.
still this natural,
That
just
question.
from history, there's just
Yeah.
this dynamic of, at some point you're wondering, like, is this person thinking something else?
Yeah.
And are
Yeah.
they thinking that I'm thinking something else?
It's
But
just-
if you have
yeah,
somebody that
it's
says,
awkward.
no, I'm not interested in that at all, you're just like, it's like
okay,
a
cool, then we
relief.
don't even have to
You
think
can
about that.
relax, your shoulders drop. It changes the dynamic, and I really like that.
so
That's why I wish you could introduce yourself and be like, hi, I'm not interested in you. And be like, I'm not interested in you either. Cool. Let's
Yeah.
It's
grab
like
a
Tinder
beer.
in real life.
buy your own fucking
You're
shot.
all
But
just-
yeah.
Yes, if you
swiping.
could, if a left swipe was friendship,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, so I didn't react what I thought was appropriately when you told me about coming out to your mother the first time.
What do you mean?
Because you said my mom handled it. I don't know what you said exactly, but you're pretty much saying, yeah, my mom was mad.
Mm-hmm.
She handled it badly,
Yeah.
and I laughed.
Oh, I remember. Yeah. Now I remember.
So
Was it mainly that the idea that somebody would handle it badly is ridiculous to you?
there's that, and it was uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable for me, and then my reaction is to
So
laugh.
you laugh when you're
I wasn't
uncomfortable?
offended.
Yeah, sure.
I wasn't offended though.
So you laugh a lot during sex?
Well, what I
or-
wanted to talk about, I'm not uncomfortable.
So you laugh a lot during sex?
She's not gonna share, Yale.
So, what you did, what I wanted to come back is you actually texted me later about it, about how like you're like, you know what, I'm glad you laughed because coming out to me, I don't know if that was difficult
No.
or if that, yeah, because you probably knew what the reaction was
Yeah.
going to be. I don't care. But you said, I'm glad you laughed because it made it seem like it wasn't such a big deal that my mom at the time, is not accepting it.
Right.
So you kind of like, I didn't mean to downplay it, but I was just like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I laughed about it, and you took it positively. And I feel like that's the only reason that Yale and I are still friends with you is because we do shit like that all the time where we kind of react poorly to a situation, and you go, no, I like that reaction because it shows that you're comfortable, or you downplayed something that was serious and made me feel comfortable.
Well, your sense of humor is like part of what like gets you through life, really. So, I mean, I appreciate that.
Oh
People
yeah,
have a sense of humor.
Yale and I have been pretty open about telling everyone that we want to joke about everything. We want to laugh about everything, and that's one of the reasons that we wanted you to tell your story on this podcast is that we want to laugh at some of the uncomfortable things. We want you to share that your experience, but at the same time, we're gonna joke about it. We're gonna make it funny.
I
at
expect
some
nothing
point.
less.
Yeah.
from you.
That's why, like,
That's better time.
you'll get. I know you get offended at some of the stuff that I say, what I say mostly, and what he says occasionally. But at the end of the day, I will give you the biggest hug in the world, and we love each other, and that's great. We can have a difference of opinions
True that.
and a difference of senses of humor, but still, you're one of the nicest people I've ever met. You're one of my favorite people.
Thanks.
Okay, so that's got to
Like
be done.
if we're gonna rank top 5, you're still below Jenna, even though I've known her a very short
Oh,
time.
wow. I'm pretty cool.
Well,
I'm pretty fucking amazing.
She's
I don't
hitting,
know if you
she's
guys
hitting
know.
more minorities than you.
That's true.
Yeah, she's black, she's lesbian, she's got it all. I mean,
She has to be in the group so that we can fill the quota.
Yep.
Just so we don't
Oh,
get investigated.
shit.
And that's really it.
Yep.
I feel like you should talk to Jenna now.
She's affirmative action of the group, is what I'm saying.
Captain Diversity.
Captain Diversity.
Firefighters hate
It's
me.
Captain Diversity.
So Jenna, the first
If
time
we
I
can
met-
get a transsexual, gay, half Latina, half black, lesbian, I mean, we are fucking set.
well, we can get rid of
They
Jenna.
also
Is
have to
there-
be
is
in a
there any-
wheelchair.
Huh?
They also have to be in a wheelchair.
Oh, yes, handicap. Oh my God, how could we forget about it?
Guys, there's a tornado watch for Allen County. I just want to say that.
Ooh.
We'll be alright.
Hey, we're
Alright.
not in Allen County, right?
Yeah.
No,
No.
you're in Hank.
Well, then fuck it. I mean,
So-
yeah, I don't know anybody in Allen County. I'm good.
Okay, so this is a
Sounds like a whole lot of not my fucking problem.
This is a question that I have wanted to propose to people because I feel like we need to draw a line and we need people to take a stance. Okay? This is a very serious issue for me as I feel like relationships should, be based off this. Friendship should be. It's definitely weakened Yale and I's relationship or friendship since then. Are
you saying we were friends at one point?
just because the college paired us together? Now, are you let's say you get a meal you're eating a meal. Let's say the meal.
I already know what you're gonna say, and it's gonna piss me off.
Let's say the meal is steak, baked potato, and veggies. Okay.
Alright.
Do you eat the steak first to make sure that you get the entree, the most important part, and then the sides, or do you eat the sides because you want to save the entree for last because you're like, that's the thing I'm going to like the most? What do you think?
I feel like I kind of even it out.
No, you gotta fucking pick a side. This
I
is
gotta-
Shut your fucking
Super-
mouth. You're
Alright,
shut
alright.
down.
There's
You
no
be
50-50.
quiet for 45 goddamn seconds while I explain how the fucking world works.
there's no 50-50
First of all,
on this shit.
you can pick whatever you fucking like to eat first. But this is the way that you should fucking eat.
No.
You switch back and fucking forth. You get a mixture of your fucking flavors. However, you save the savoriest, the most savory part of the meal and your favorite part of the meal for last. So, you can the first 90% of the fucking meal is your fucking choice. Eat this, eat that, doesn't fucking matter. But the last fucking 2 to 3 bites is your favorite part of the fucking meal.
Now,
And if you are some fucking psycho that eats the best part of the meal and then finishes off with fucking broccoli after that, you can go fuck yourself.
Okay, so that's a good
We're talking
point.
about the fucking important issues here.
Yeah,
Fuck
I
gay
agree.
marriage.
This
Fuck
is
trans
important.
rights. Fuck abortion. This is what we need to be fucking debating. And if you are on the opposite side of this, I want you out of my fucking country.
I don't want to be in the country that you're building if you're eating entree first, and I'll tell you what, or you're eating sides first, because then I'll tell you.
You don't
why.
even know what you're fucking arguing. You just said entree first.
I'll tell you why. Okay, because not everyone
I'm
is as
fucking furious.
not
right now.
everyone is as fat as you. Okay, so you clean your plate. No
You
matter,
want to
time-
discuss body types right now?
Yeah, I do. Okay, I can't.
You want to
I
discuss
can't-
body types, broken 12-year-old girl with that's on a fucking binge? That's
Okay.
what you want to fucking talk about?
Hold your tits, man.
You
because-
look like the fucking bulimic girl at the very tip right before she's about to fucking binge. No muscle, all fucking stomach.
Are you-
Shut your fucking mouth.
Stop. Hold on,
You
because
pot-bellied,
I sat there-
small-armed, no neck having ass bitch.
I sat there and listened to your bullshit fucking explanation. Now let me go with mine, okay? Not everyone's fat like you and finishes their goddamn plate. So I want to make sure
Not
that I
everybody
stop-
eats all the food that they order.
I'm so
Some
happy.
people have half of a 6-ounce sirloin,
Everybody
13
stop.
fries.
I remember specifically that you asked Jenna this question. You guys need to shut the fuck up and let her answer. That's all.
Oh, that's a good point. Anyway, your response, Jenna?
Go ahead,
Okay,
because
so if
I've been
I had to
interrupted so many
choose-
times.
If I had to
Because
choose,
you're wrong.
All right, let's say like I don't have the ability to eat all of the food. I had to choose what I was gonna eat. I would eat the best part while it was still good, and probably waste. the
That's
rest of it.
because you're not a
But-
finisher.
but
You're not
I
a champion.
agree- I agree.
You're
that
looking at it as
the
though
last
I'm never
few
gonna
bites
finish
that
this.
You take should be the best. So no, like you shouldn't finish with a vegetable because that's gross.
So you're somewhere in the middle. You're saying that, yes, I want to finish with the most savory part, but if I know I'm not going to finish, I'm not going to fill up my stomach with useless shit that's not
Correct.
delicious.
But if you were hashtag entree first or hashtag sides first, and you had to pick, those were your two options. What are you picking?
Entree first.
That's the dumbest.
Thank you.
fucking choice. You're basically making a side based on the fact that you know you're not going to finish.
Yeah.
Jenna's saying
Because you're a fucking quitter.
Jenna's saying she eats the meat first.
Well, that's the
Whoa.
first time she eats the meat.
When you put it like that, that makes it more confusing. I feel like you should be like, well, if the entree is fish, I'm all about it.
Is anybody else turned on? Is anybody else turned on right now?
I mean, if we're serving up some fish, I'm gonna eat that fish. I'm gonna order seconds, and I'm not even gonna fucking look at the entree. I'm not gonna
Please.
look at the fucking sides. That shit don't matter to me.
Please in the comments, please hashtag entree or hashtag sides. We need a debate for this.
Your
I need
debate
this.
doesn't fucking make sense.
It makes sense when you can't finish your plate. So
You're
you pick the good
you're
stuff.
basing it off the fact that you can't finish.
Yeah, because you're fat.
So the debate should be:
Hashtag skinny or hashtag fat?
are you an adult human being that can finish a full fucking plate, or are you a little bitch that has to fucking eat the entree because they cannot finish the sides?
This bothers me so much. This is a real damper on any type of friendship we may have had at one point.
We never had any fucking friendship. Never fucking cared about you. All right.
All right, let's
I'm
get back.
exhausted.
I forgot.
After that argument,
Very excited. Actually, I wanted to ask Jenna some of the same fucking questions because I feel like yours. I feel like you knew earlier than she did. I feel like you were on the ball earlier about your identity and your sexuality.
I just kind of had like, this is gonna sound super hippie-ish and very Nicole-ish.
Oh,
But,
we're going the hipster route. Go
I
on.
had a vibe. I don't know. And I was like, I remember. So we met through one of our best friends, Kiana, and I was like, hey,
Keanu
turns
Reeves.
out- I was like, so here's the thing.
Joanna
Nicole's
Wick.
fucking perfect. She's totally gay, right? And she was like, no, she's straight. She has a boyfriend. I'm like, yeah, but she probably likes women, right?
so why did you think she likes women?
Okay,
Because
so
she has
there's this weird
is gaydar a
thing.
real thing? That's my
Yes.
question to you.
Oh, it is absolutely a real thing.
Absolutely sensitive.
So-
It's
okay.
definitely something you have to practice.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how gay is you?
Yeah,
Actually,
he does
answer
not-
this question.
He
Fuck
does
it.
not have a gay bone in his body.
Okay, all right. So continue with Nicole. Why did you? Feel
Not even one.
So
I feel like everybody's at least like 5% gay.
I don't believe so because. Well.
Okay,
for you.
so
Damn.
When
So you're saying I have
I-
no sense of style and I can't dance. That's basically what you're saying.
You got it.
yeah,
That
that's
shit
exactly
that
what
shit
I'm saying.
fucking hurts.
I'm sorry. So basically, like when it's mannerisms and the way that people talk to you.
Okay.
So I'm like, especially now in adulthood and pretty obviously gay woman, I feel like most people don't really have to question what my sexuality is. Maybe when I first came out they did, and they did do that a lot.
Is it because you wear like a pocket tee pullover?
yeah.
Okay.
It's the way that I dress and I feel like the way that I carry
Hey.
myself maybe.
yeah.
What did you wear to prom?
Let's see. I went to 2 proms. The first one I wore a black dress with chucks.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. So
Okay,
you're-
so you're meeting in the middle.
Yep, you're
What's the
close.
next one?
The next one I wore a dress too, but I went
Oh,
with
okay.
my best friend. I also wore Chuck Taylors this time.
Mhm.
Okay.
Did
And-
you?
But my
Did you
parents
play
were
softball?
very. I did play softball.
Dad
as a child.
giveaway.
There we go.
Dad
yep,
giveaway.
Yep.
I
Solid.
played softball as a child.
There's no way.
My parents were very not okay with me being at all masculine or like
Oh,
myself.
okay.
Believe it or not.
Yeah, because that's yourself. That's just how
Yeah,
you want to be.
Exactly. And they were super not okay with that. My
Mm-hmm.
coming out story was fucking horrible.
So,
Oh,
so it was worse than Nicole's.
I don't
Who?
wanna
See,
say worse
I-
because it's kind of, maybe it would have been different had I come out at the age of 24, but I came out when I was 17, so it was vastly
Oh
different.
wow.
Okay.
So
I
you,
wouldn't say
you
better or
knew
worse, just a lot
earlier, but
different.
it was still so much.
Yeah. I've known
wow.
since I was 7. But
Since you were 7.
yeah.
Wow.
But it was my parents really alienated me after I came out,
Okay.
and they were outwardly not accepting, and sometimes like really verbally, emotionally abusive because of it.
Wow.
And so I was not open at all to be able to dress how I wanted to, act how I wanted to, talk to who I wanted to. Like, they really tried to put me into a box. But, so now I would say I've progressed to the point where people don't really have to question my sexuality. So I can tell when I'm talking to someone who is 1,000% straight, just by the way they don't hold eye contact as long. It's almost like they know, or they feel like I'm going to... Yeah.
Hold on. They don't hold eye contact as long as it makes me, like, to prove that I'm straight. It makes me not want to hold eye contact with you.
Not you. I'm talking about girls.
Because okay. Because I've been.
So women don't.
So intently.
You're saying that eye contact thing is a romantic thing, and they don't reciprocate the eye contact because they're like.
Straight women will not reciprocate.
They'll get a vibe, and they're like, "I don't want you to think anything, so I'm gonna dart away every 5 seconds."
So yeah, it's kind of so they would treat me the same way as they would a guy that they're not interested in.
All cues that guys completely miss. All cues.
But cues that I pick up because I am also a girl.
You're right.
And I get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they will not hold eye contact. They will not continue a conversation if it's not about them. So they're like, I have not met many straight girls that will actually strike a conversation if they know that I'm gay. It doesn't even have to be about me being into them.
Okay, so is it because straight girls seem to be a little bit more conceited, or they just don't want to make it about us more, just make it about me?
Girls, well, all girls in general love to talk about themselves. However, girls, and I'm talking mostly like, bar setting, parties, things that you go to kind of like meet people or whatever and like talk to people. They're not interested in women. They're interested usually in guys if they're straight, obviously. So they're not going to waste their time entertaining a conversation they're not into. And so they almost kind of disregard you the same way that they would disregard a guy that they're not interested in.
Okay. So they almost treat you like a guy.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But so that I feel like that's how I can always tell the difference between someone, and I don't want to say gay or straight because there's a spectrum of what you're willing, what you're into.
Yeah.
And everything like that. People who are not into women, like me, will not entertain a conversation, will not hold eye contact, will really not show any interest. People who do keep a conversation flowing, who do make a lot of eye contact, it's kind of like
so
one
Nicole
of those signs.
didn't blink while staring into your eyes and was holding multiple conversations. Yeah.
With her mouth open, she was actually drooling.
Oh. Do you have to wipe it off in the corner of her mouth? Like,
no, but I do have a funny story that's pretty similar to that.
Absolutely.
Do tell. Oh, do tell. Please.
Oh, okay.
So, Nicole and I liked each other for a while before either of us said anything because I had a girlfriend at the time, and I think that she had a boyfriend.
dirty.
Yeah, I know.
Dirty harlot.
I was dating a absolute psychotic.
Yeah,
cunt.
that. Oh, we're we're fans of that word.
I love it. And she fits it.
So, let's just make this clear. Was there anything that would be considered cheating before?
If we want to be all completely technical,
I want to be technical.
No, there was no cheating.
But there was hardcore flirting.
Oh yeah. So like one night we actually on 4/20 of 2018, us and our two other.
We remembered that because we got so high.
Us and our two other friends.
I was in Iraq on 4/20 in 2018. You can go fuck yourself.
I was not talking about myself. I was talking about them.
No, it's okay. It's okay. So 4/20 of last year, 2018, me, Nicole, and two of our other really close friends decided to get together and smoke some pot. So Nicole.
Oh, boom! I knew it.
So Nicole made pot brownies, which I had never had before. I'd never had edibles.
Okay.
So we were really impatient with how long it was taking to make these brownies. So we're like, well, let's light up a blunt while we're waiting, right? But I'm a lightweight. I work a job where I get randomed, so I don't smoke very much at all. So it takes me like one hit off of a joint to be stoned. So I was extremely stoned. I don't remember what the conversation was about. I think that Nicole was like mixing like brownie batter or something like that, and she accidentally got some on the stove, and I'm like, hey, you're in my fucking house. You're over here making a mess. Like, what am I supposed to think? You know, I was just giving her shit.
Yep.
Just trying to be funny. And I kind of cleaned the brownie
Oh,
batter
God.
up with my hand.
Is
and
this
I,
good about
and
to
I
get
waved it at her.
sexual?
Yeah,
Hold on,
that's about to
because
get sexual.
hold on, because we gotta like turn to hide our bonus. Keep going.
So I picked the brownie batter up with my hand, and I'm waving it at her, like, just to be funny.
Yeah, you
and
tell her.
seriously, it was
She's
like
been a bad girl. Go ahead.
it was like a porn star. She just like sucked the batter off of my finger. I'd say, okay, so let's say that all of this happens over the span of 10 seconds, right? And the first 3 seconds, I'm extremely fucking turned on. But then in the following 3 seconds, I was like, holy shit, this is fucking weird to be turned on in front of my friends, and she's straight, you know, that I'm being told apparently she's straight. I don't know what to think about this. So then I used the following 4 seconds to get the fuck out of there. I'm pretty sure I immediately said, I immediately regret this decision. Ran away. I ran upstairs to my roommate, and I told her
flicked the
everything.
bean.
No.
She
I ran
flicked the
upstairs
bean.
to my roommate because I was
I need to get
stoned.
this out of my system real quick.
I was stoned, and I told my roommate Jasmine, like,
I'm so
dude,
happy.
Nicole just licked my finger, and what do I do? And she's like, go back downstairs. I'm like, I can't do that. No, it was awkward. And she's like, I'm pretty sure you're overthinking it. It's not that big of a deal. And I'm like, no, I got turned on in front of my friends, and that's fucking weird. And
She
I don't know
just
what
sucked
to do
the
now.
absolute hell out of my finger.
I'm like, Jasmine, it just turned into a full-blown porn down there,
Well,
and I don't know what to do.
so at least for girls, you can hide it. You know,
I gotta
if
be
I'm turned
honest,
in front of
That's the
friends,
best
If I'm
thing about
watching a
being a girl.
porn and all the further they get is finger sucking with brownie batter,
I'm
I'm
not
gonna be
getting up.
pretty upset. I'm gonna have to move on to the next video.
I was pretty frustrated, and that.
sexually frustrated.
And actually, the funny thing too was like we go the whole night hanging out, and we're all stoned, and we all have like a great time. And one of our friends was like, "Hey, I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna go get my boyfriend." And so, how our living room is set up, you guys kind of saw. We have that big round chair and that big long couch. I think at the time we actually had a sectional, so there's probably room for at least 10 people to comfortably sit down.
And
on
she's
furniture
sitting on
in
your
this room.
lap. She's like daddy's lap.
Kiana's like, I'm gonna go get my boyfriend. So
Mommy's
Nicole
lap,
gets
asshole.
up, high as fuck, and was like, oh, I'm gonna move over and sit right next to you so that there's enough room for them. And I was thinking, like, there's fucking room for like 10 people in here, but I'm not going to argue that. So she comes over, we basically start cuddling, but then friend comes back without the boyfriend. Nicole never moved. It was like, it was hilarious. I thought it was funny.
So okay,
She's hilarious when she's high.
let's go back to first time you met Nicole with her boyfriend. Okay.
Okay.
Were you attracted to her physically? Because you know the first time you look at someone, you know if you're attracted to them.
Definitely attracted to her physically.
Okay.
We didn't really talk a lot. A lot of the conversation was led by our mutual friend. So I didn't really get a chance to know her. It was just kind of like, oh, she's cute. But I was dating someone at the time. I had like other things to worry about.
Right.
She wasn't really in my radar.
You always notice if someone's cute. You always
yeah.
gonna notice.
Yeah.
So the first time you met her, it was already kind of in motion in the sense that like she's cute, she's attractive.
Oh yeah.
This is something that I would be into.
Careful now, that's her little sister you're talking about.
Yeah, so
You'll get
respect her. And so, Nicole, I love you. You're attracted to.
Thank you
to
for
that
burping
gray.
into the microphone.
I think that the gray is fucking gorgeous.
I
I think it's even cooler that it's natural.
So, Nicole, when you've been graying for since college, right?
Before that.
And
Yeah, you were graying in high school. Yeah.
Okay, and there was one time. This really set the standard for our friendship.
Let me tell the story.
Okay.
Okay, so we are in college. We're at the dining hall, and we're like finishing up dinner, and Stock is just looking at me, like, just looking, and I'm like, "What are you thinking?" And he was like, without skipping a beat, he was still stuck in the stare. He was like, "You need to dye your hair." I was like,
Yikes.
"Ouch."
And it was mainly because it wasn't like
Teenage girls across the country fucking hate you right now.
Well,
Jesus.
So let me defend myself at least a little bit. So Nicole has.
You can fucking try, but it's not looking good.
Nicole told me and it made me well aware before because we weren't friends, like we weren't new friends. We've been friends for at least a year. And you told me like, yeah, I dye my hair a lot because my gray roots show up and I don't like it. So I knew that you had graying hair and I knew that you dyed your hair. So I looked at you, and when you asked me, and I go, do you want me to be 100% honest? And you go, yeah, just be honest. Just tell me what's wrong. And then I go, your grays are showing. You need to dye your hair. And as always, Nicole was phenomenal and goes, I respect you for just telling the truth. So you go, I just respect you for telling the truth. Because I've always been brutally honest, at least quite a bit. I've been brutally honest with most people. So, and then, I don't know, when was it when you like, I'm going to embrace a gray strip, kind of like fucking Rogue from X-Men.
Probably at the end of college, junior, senior.
Okay.
First of all, I just thought of this. Do you remember that one time I let Lee cut my hair?
I think you cried.
I cried so hard.
But I didn't. Did I say anything bad about it? Because I think I kind of liked it.
No. I told her, because she went to school for cosmetology, and I thought, oh, this is going to be fine. Just a little trim, a couple of layers.
Mm-hmm.
She cut my hair. Like, the shortest layer was the back of my head, and it was thick. And
So it went from short to, like, longer in the front?
Panicking. It was so bad. That was in college,
you
too.
did have a real rough time with that, I remember.
Real bad.
But I like shorter hair, so it definitely wasn't a problem for me. Like, I thought you looked cute.
I didn't sign up for that.
Yeah, I know.
It would be like you go to get a haircut and they give you, like, they just shave. They just break out, like, razors and just start shaving your head. Like,
I think you're being a bitch or mad.
No, it's not.
So,
oh God, no, you don't understand.
So going back to the gray hair. So now, currently, what you're using or what you're dealing with, is that just natural? Are you enhancing it at all?
No, this is natural.
That's just natural.
Yes.
And I like you with the gray hair.
Thank you.
I think like you don't look old. You don't look like an 80-year-old trapped in a 20-year-old's body. You just look to me like Nicole. I don't know.
That's what I go for every day when I wake up. I'm like, what's some Nicole shit that I could do?
Right.
This is what I come up with, and I'm just living with it, I guess.
Yeah, and it's definitely not.
So you decide I got to do some gay shit. I got to do some liberal shit.
Gay and liberal at the same time. And right now,
don't they go hand in hand though? Really? Unless you're Milo.
Republicans are gay too.
How dare you? Hey guys, thank you for tuning into that episode. If you enjoyed it, please like it, share it, subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all of our upcoming videos. And if you didn't like it, then don't share it. I don't give a shit. You think I need your fucking support? We do. We totally need your support. Please share this.